Hey guys, I'm Nick, and on this episode of the Scran Line, I'm going to show you guys how to make these gender reveal cupcakes. When you're revealing the gender of your baby, you usually have like a party and reveal the gender. So the beauty about these cupcakes is you can make any flavor of cupcake you like. It can of course be pink or blue in the middle, or it can be any color you like. Let's get stuck into the recipe. So we're going to pop all of our dry ingredients into a large mixing bowl. I'm just using a hand mixer to mix this, but you can use a sift. Next we're going to add our softened butter and mix it until it reaches a crumbly sand-like texture. Now you want to make sure that butter is nice and soft. Next you want to add your milk, egg, oil, yogurt, strawberry essence, which is optional, and some pink or blue food dye, and you want to mix that until it's well combined. We're going to pop this into a baking tray lined with baking paper. I'm going to spray some oil on there as well. You're going to pour your butter in there and bake it for about 20 to 30 minutes until a toothpick comes out clean when you insert it into the center. Once it's completely cooled down, we're going to use a love heart cutter and we're going to cut out love heart shapes. Now let's make our chocolate butter. So we're going to add our flour, sugar, cocoa powder, bicarb soda and salt into a large bowl. Give it a mix, add the butter in there, same deal as the vanilla. Make sure it's a crumbly, sand-like texture before you add your milk and eggs. We're going to mix that until it's really well combined, scrape down the bowl and then mix for a final 20 seconds. Now I'm going to line my cupcake tin with cupcake liners, fill the liners up about just above halfway, so let's say 3/4. Make a little well in the center and add your love hearts in there. And we're going to pop these into the oven for about 30 minutes until they're completely baked. Once they're baked, transfer them to a cooling rack. Now let's move on to making our meringue. So I'm going to add my egg whites into a mixer. You can use a hand mixer like I was before if you don't have a stand mixer. We're going to whip these up, get them nice and frothy before we very slowly add our sugar. Once you have all of your sugar in there, add a little bit of strawberry essence or vanilla, whichever essence you like. Continue mixing until you have a nice thick and glossy meringue. Now I'm going to separate this into two bowls. I'm going to color one with blue food dye and one with pink. I'm using a different tip for each little bulb of meringue. These are tiny little meringues, so they won't take as long to bake as regular meringues, which is always good. So I'm using a number 32 Wilton tip for the star ones and just a round tip for the bulbs. Our cupcakes baked beautifully. I'm using a Wilton 6B tip to frost a double donut swirl on my cupcakes. We're going to drizzle some chocolate sauce on top of there. Now I'm going to pipe a little bulb of frosting on top of that because it's actually going to be what our meringues stick on top of. Now guys, how gorgeous do these look when you cut into the center of them? And that's pretty much it. Okay guys, so those are my gender reveal cupcakes. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you're a mum or a dad or dads or mums expecting a little one, congratulations, or if you've had one, congratulations. What I want you guys to do is leave a comment down below telling me how many kids do you have, which one is your favorite. I'm just joking. And you know, let me introduce you to my little nephew. So I don't have any kids, but my sister had a little boy called Harvey who is just ridiculously adorable. My brother and his wife had a little boy called Finn who has the cutest little dimples.
What are you looking at, Finn? Hey? What are you looking at?
And my other sister had a little boy called Edison who was born a month premature. He's had heart surgery since then. He is a strong little boy. So if you enjoyed watching this video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. You want to make these cupcakes? You'll find the recipe on my website, thescranline.com. Link for that is in the box below. Thanks so much for watching guys. I'll see you all on the next episode of the Scran Line.